is a one-on-one recreation of the Columbine High School made by Eric Harris. A doom-wad where Eric and Dylan would rehearse the plan over and over until the day it was executed.
Wait, so you're saying that they had the map of Columbine on Doom, and that's how they set it up? Let's watch this one. Now, my favorite little Doom thing is, I think it's called house.md. That's what it's called. That just took me to a website. House Doom mod. myhouse.wad. This is the video I saw. This video right here. This is a cool fucking video. This is a cool fucking video. Hold up. It's already got me off. This has nothing to do with Doom. Is it? Oh. Let me just keep the video playing. The Columbine. Yeah. I just looked at the fucking title.
The 20th of April of 1999, one of the most, if not the most significant and impacting incident in the history of the United States, one that would inspire several individuals to go down this same path, took place in the metropolitan area of Denver, Colorado. That incident being the Columbine High School Massacre, where two students, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, murdered in cold blood 12 of their classmates, one teacher, and minutes after, themselves. At this point in time, October of 2000,
I might be too young. I'm only 20. Might be too young to know really Columbine. Like, I know other school shootings.
almost 9,000 days after this hellish nightmare took place, the word Columbine is instantly associated with two things: school shootings and violent video games, such as Mortal Kombat and Doom. As you may or may not know, Eric Harris was an avid fan of the video game Doom. In 1996, he created a private website on America Online to host the levels or WADs he created himself in Doom, Doom 2, and even Quake for everyone to play. Most of his Doom WADs have been lost to time, yet, as of the recording of this video, 6 out of the dozens of WADs Eric Harris created have been recovered. Those being UAC Labs, Deathmatch in Bricks, Fight Me, Hockey, Killer, and Station.wad. All of these WADs have one thing in common, that being that they let us know with little details just how much hatred Eric had against society. Yet, there's still one WAD that no one has been able to find. I'm talking about Real Doom / Real Death.wad, which according to the 11,000 page FBI report on the Columbine shooting, is a one-on-one recreation of the Columbine High School made by Eric Harris. A Doom WAD where Eric and Dylan would rehearse the plan over and over until the day it was executed.
Wait, so you're saying that they had the map of Columbine on Doom, and that's how they set it up? That's fucked.
And well, here it is. Now, before I continue onward, due to the sensibility of this topic, I'm really putting myself and my channel's integrity in danger. So if you like this type of content and want to support the Doomster...
But what I was saying was, they made the map, like, they built the school on Doom. It's fucked.
Being serious, smash the like button and let me know down below in the comments what disturbing Doom WAD or disturbing game I should try next. Because you know, I always read all of your comments. all of them and reply as well. With that being said, let's download the Eric Harris Doomwads, drag them into GC Doom, and dive straight back into the mind of 18-year-old Eric Harris. My friends, this video was sponsored by Gamersubs. Use code MIDNIGHT to get 10% off your order.
Okay.
And get cool shit as well. I'd like to take this chance and thank everyone who has used my code. For every time code MIDNIGHT is used, we get closer to our own flavor, Spartan Piss. Thank you so much for the support,
What?
and I really hope you enjoy.
He wants a flavor called Spartan
The
Piss.
24th of September of 2017, a user going by the name of 14 Jamar posted this on the forums of archive.org. Eric Harris Doomwads, and a zip file containing all of the 6 known recovered wads for Doom 2 made by one of the perpetrators of Columbine. One thing to note here is that these are the original files, and we can see the date they were last modified. All of these Doomwads date all the way back to early and late 1996, the year I was born into this world 27 years ago. Because of that, we're gonna start checking these wads in chronological order, beginning with Deathmatch in Bricks. May the 1st of March 1996.
8 years younger than me.
Bricks is a map built for deathmatch multiplayer, which was a huge thing back in the 1990s. Instead of Nightmare, we get yeah freaking nut. Well, why not? Not that it matters, of course, as this is deathmatch. As you can see, this map doesn't have much going for it. The only thing of value here are the changed weapon sound effects, which do sound very strange. Rocket launcher. Oh wait, the sound effects are different. How does the pistol sound? What about the combat shotgun? That doesn't sound like a shotgun at all. What in the living fuck was that sound?
What do the original sounds sound like?
Launcher? Oh wait, the sound effects are different. How does the pistol sound? What about the combat shotgun?
I just closed the tab, so
that
fuck it.
doesn't sound like a shotgun at all. What in the living fuck was that sound? Oh, I found a minigun too. Die, you piece of shit. And a plugin of Eric's own America Online email. Like all of us, Eric had a different alias online, it being Rep I Do Maker, or and most commonly known as Rep Doomer. If we go to the text file attached to bricks.wad, we can see that Eric invited and welcomed people to send him a mail asking for his awesome wad called realdoom.zip, and seriously not to use this level as a base to build something else. A common practice inside the modding community was... What is was supposed to be? What? 4 months later, on the 16th of July of 1996, Eric published FightMe.wad, another deathmatch level inspired entirely on Mortal Kombat.
Excellent.
What the fuck? I can't believe Ed Boon scared me. Que vergas. The only thing I can say here is that some days ago I participated in my very first fighting game tournament, and I was playing Mortal Kombat 1. Scorpion all the way, baby. Going back to the WOD.
Okay,
again, this WOD has nothing going for it, besides being a fun custom game to
I was thinking, what does this WOD have to do with Mortal Kombat?
play with your friends. Oh wait, what is this?
It would just be a punch deathmatch, because he's got to...
Button. Yeah. Con madre, way. Mortal Kombat! If we go to the text file, we can see that Eric is once again very excitingly promoting his Real Doom patch. 3 days after posting Fight Me, Eric posted killer.wad on the 19th of July of 1996. And yet again, this is another deathmatch map.
Impossible.
Okay, I guess this is yet another
Deathmatch map.
What are you supposed to be? Are you some kind of tree? I don't know, but you're scary. A very aesthetically pleasing to say the least. It reminds me to the old maps of Halo Combat Evolved for some strange reason. For every map made by Eric, you can expect different sound effects for all weapons basically. I got the plasma rifle. Other than that, it's just a cool deathmatch map. Man, this guy really wants everyone to ask for his real name, as you can see. 6 days later, the 25th of July of 1996, Eric posted Station.wad, a level that takes place in an abandoned space station out in the middle of a funky galaxy. Alright, I guess. Welcome to Station.wad by Eric Harris. I picked up, what the fuck?
And you're soft locked.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I'm stuck. I don't know what type of sick joke is this, but it took me forever to get out of here. And this is supposed to be a map for deathmatch once again. I pray for everyone that fell in this trap back in the 1990s. Que pinche mamada. Ah, gracias Diosito, escuchaste mis plegarias.
Is this Doom 2? Because he's jumping?
The skybox is... I was about to say, what is this level of my house.war interdimensional travel? We have the rocket launcher. That sounds like a jet. If I'm not mistaken. Found this room with a...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my friends, I can't help it. Whenever I see a BFG, a big freaking gun, I suddenly get the urge of grabbing it and shooting it.
Swallow this.
What?
Swallow this.
One thing I just noticed while editing this video is that this might be Eric's own voice. Something that in its own right is not something special, but I don't know, it just gives me a sort of twisted feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel that definitely. Like, hearing the voice of someone who did something highly, like, very, very terrible. Like, very terrible. I get that. Like, that I'd feel eerie on that too.
This.
Sometime in 1996, Eric posted hockey.wad. And I do not know about you, but knowing just how limited technology, especially Doom mapping, was back in the day, this hockey stadium is really well made. Yet, for some reason, I feel very uncanny while navigating this map. I don't know,
Because it's dark as fuck. You see how dark this shit is?
just feel that something very bad might happen at any point in the game. Imagine if out of nowhere someone spawns in the middle of the field. That would be the most fucked up thing in the world. Oh! 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 Que verga. And last but certainly not least, we arrived to UAC Labs. May the 1st of September of 1996, this WAD is undoubtedly the beginning of the end. I already made a video about this WAD last year, and there I go in great detail about everything we can find inside of it, link down below.
I understand.
In short, Eric made a huge troll WAD with insane demon placements and an absurd amount of them. 4 barons, 1 cyber demon, like 10 Hell Knights. I wonder where all of these demons are gonna come from. Oh! No. Yet, if you look closely, you can see that the demon death sprite animations have more gore. That's because Eric made them all himself, and to give credit where credit is due, it seems that Eric was the first person in the world to do such a thing with Doom. Add more blood to an already bloody game. In the text file attached to UAC Labs, Eric wrote this. Authors may not use this level as a base to build additional levels. You may not change a damn thing in this WAD. If you do, I'll blow you up and it will be cool. At first glance, you might think that this is just a message written by a 15-year-old edgelord. Yet, knowing what happened just 2 years later, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Eric's personal website. In the beginning, Eric used this website just to host his maps for Doom. Yet, in early 1997, Eric
Okay, so I had a coding class when I was in middle school. Story time. I had a coding class when I was in middle school. They taught you how to make websites, and it kind of looked like this. But how do you get a domain? I never understood how you got domains, especially back then. I was like, How do you get a website domain? Do you just like, am I supposed to call someone up or like www.theinternet.com or some shit?
Began to vent his emotions and true persona here as well. At first,
And this is exactly what shit would look like. Like, whenever I made shit, that's exactly what the website would look like. It looked just like this. And I feel like this is how a lot of websites look like back then, whenever I was like growing up. Like YouTube used to look like this. You used to have just like, YouTube right there, and then search. I don't think they're. You know, I just remembered. Hold up, deadass. This is what I remember. This is exactly what I remember. Like bar for bar, what I remember, except not in Italian. On my soul, y'all remember this? I miss this. This was the hardest thing like I feel like I ever saw whenever it came to like YouTube. Like, this is my core memory of YouTube. Or like one of my other favorite. Actually, I don't know if he had a YouTube channel back then. I feel like he did because I feel like I was watching him. This right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so many like memories. Jesus. I still watch this sometimes to go to sleep. I watch it like every other year. I swear I do.
and to vent his emotions and true persona here as well. At first, Eric will just talk about the mischief and vandalism he caused with his friends, stuff like lighting fireworks in prohibited places, etc. But as time went on, the post began to show Eric's hatred and resentment against society. By mid-1997, Eric's blog was filled with instructions on how to make homemade explosives, and in August of 1997, at the age of 16, Eric let the internet know about his murderous fantasies. In quotes, "All I want to do is kill and injure as many of you as I can, especially a few people like Brooks Brown," which was a classmate of his in Columbine High School. Of course, this was brought to the attention of Brooks' parents, the school, authorities, and, as you guessed it, never really got anywhere. That was until January of 1998, where Eric and his friend Dylan were arrested for stealing computer components from a parked van, and were sentenced to a juvenile diversion program where they had to attend mandatory anger management classes, something that made everything worse.
That's the thing, at the juvenile, I don't know if they still do it now. I feel like now they just send you to juvie, but back then I feel like a lot of times they just have you go to anger management. I don't know, like for like they wouldn't even punish you. Like, it would be like a school thing. Like you'd go to anger management at school. It wouldn't be like an after school thing. I feel like now if they did do it, it'd be an after school thing, and it'd be also like juvie or some shit. I don't know.
Shortly after the van break-in, Eric reverted back to only hosting Doom maps on his site and vents all of his emotions and thoughts into his personal journal, one that I was able to get a hold of. In quotes, "The human race isn't worth fighting for, only worth killing." In this journal, Eric touched upon his sexuality and how he would like to enjoy it, with things like having cannibalistic sex with the already dead body of a woman and eat her flesh while doing so. La neta no sé qué decir. Que enfermo. If you have the time and want to read something like this, do it. It is one of the most unhinged pieces of text I've ever read, with each paragraph getting crazier and psychotic.
Chat, thoughts on reading this for a stream? Reading the whole thing for a stream?
The Columbine High School
I just realized what I said. Read something on stream.
massacre is one of the worst incidents in the history of the United States. Eric and Dylan, the perpetrators, had been planning the shooting for almost a full year before it happened, and Eric had some
I hate the fucking world too much. Goddamn fuckers in it. Too many thoughts in different societies all wrapped up together in this fucking place called America. Everyone has their own goddamn opinions in every goddamn thing, and you may be saying, well, what makes you so different? Because I have something only me and V1 have? Who's V1? Cyberpunk?
thoughts about the plan that had a lot of people pointing fingers when they read his journal. In quotes, the shooting, it's going to be like Doom. I must not be sidetracked by my feelings of sympathy, so I'll force myself to believe that everyone is just another monster, another demon from Doom.
That's fucked. He's saying that to not to oh, that's fucked. I don't even know if I want to like. He's saying that like to clear his head out of like feeling bad about killing these people, he's gonna think that they're characters in a game. That's awful.
According to the FBI's report and the basement tapes, which I'm not going to cover in this video, Eric had named the sort of shotgun he used in the plan Arlene, just like a character found in the Doom novels, and that he had created a level that was a one-on-one recreation of the Columbine High School. A lot of people believe this to just be a myth, and that Eric was just a loud-mouthed edgelord. Yet, the truth lies in the eye of the beholder, as they say. In every map made by Eric Harris prior to the incident, he excitingly promoted his real Doom patch in the text files, and that you need to email him to get it. UAClabs.wad, which is Eric's most known map, has an ending screen containing some of the WADs he posted previously. And well, there it is. The 17th of September of 2019, 14 Jamar, yet again, posted this on archive.org, Columbine Doom 2. This is a very dark and quite disrespectful mod that will make you feel like shit in the process. For the sake of this video, I downloaded the WAD and launched it. And let's just say that this wasn't a good idea. This WAD is of unknown origin. Nobody knows where it came from. Not even Jamar himself knows where it came from. He believes it originates from pre-2016 4chan, which makes a lot of sense, but no one really knows. As far as I'm concerned, this might be the real deal. In this mod, you can play as Dylan Klebold or Eric Harris. Yet, apparently, Eric's character crashes the whole thing, so we will choose Dylan instead. And well, here we are, the Columbine High School. One thing that is made very clear when you start this WAD are the sound of your footsteps. We spawn outside the school in the parking lot, and there's already a ton of people running. One thing that I found interesting is that there's zombie men scattered through the entirety of the school, and you are not able to damage them, no matter what you do. The only entities that can take damage are the cars, people, and yourself. Someone really took its time to make this WAD. Auditorium, gymnasium, library, media center. What are you
Now I understand. Like, this just feels weird. And what I'm saying about what I understand is Rainbow had university or school or campus or whatever it was called. And the design of the map, how do I say it? It's a good rainbow map. It's not a good map. I don't know. But like, it should not be published. Like, it should not come back out. Like, I understand. If it was, make it not be a school. Rework it, make it like a fucking aquarium or some shit. I don't know. Something. I don't know.
Supposed to be. It looks like a Doom guy sprite but with something else. Oh! Before the incident began,
That just made me feel weird.
Eric and Dylan had planted pipe bombs all across the school's cafeteria and parking lots. The bombs were set to detonate at 11:15 a.m., killing the 400 plus students that were in the cafeteria at the moment, and even more if the school structure collapsed. The bombs outside in the parking lot were set to detonate when the place was full of police officers and distressed parents. Yet, thankfully, all of the bombs failed to detonate. This
Thank
attack
God.
was initially a bombing, but after the bombs failed to detonate, date, Eric and Dylan move to Plan B, kill everyone in sight. Eric and Dylan killed in cold blood 2 students in the west hallway and 9 students and 1 teacher inside the school's library, where most of the madness took place. I know that this is just a word for Doom, a video game, something that doesn't exist in the physical plane, yet it's strange how the mind works. While playing this, I felt a huge sense of guilt plaguing my thoughts. Of course, if you do not know the context of this might pass as just another Doom word, but knowing about the Columbine incident while playing this, inevitably your emotions take over, and you feel the Columbine incident while...
That's weird. He even added that. That's why I understand that some people would think that this game is like. That's why I understand people think that this map was made afterwards, because these are this is the exact same gun, unless he just pulled it out. But he's holding a Tech 9 here.
Game Doom words take over and you feel the weight of I cannot in the game instinctively, inevitably your emotion word, but knowing about the Columbine incident
there. That looks like a CZ. Is that what they're called? I don't know. I'm going off of CS guns right now.
Then while playing this, inevitably
it's just weird. Just weird.
Your emotions take over and you feel the weight of your actions in the game instinctively. At least that's how I felt. I don't know why, I cannot give a concrete reason as to why I feel that way, but for some reason I feel very wrong for doing this. I wonder if this is actually a one-on-one recreation of the Columbine High School. Moments before the attack began, Eric uploaded to his private website and the Columbine High School's network his life's work, his very own magnus opus, a word for Doom 2 called Tier, which is German for animal. Yet, as you have guessed it, this word is currently lost and no one has been able to take a hold of it, at least not yet. The FBI's report on the incident concludes that Eric was a clinical psychopath and the mastermind behind this whole plan, while Dylan was diagnosed with depression and primarily participated in the plan as a means to end his life.
Sorry, but this motherfucker's nose is huge.
The supervisor.
Okay, so one guy was just a psychopath and the other guy was just majorly depressed, so he found this as his way of suicide. Like suicide by cop, or like he knew that he was just gonna die either way, like at the end of this.
In charge of the investigation said this about the two. Eric wanted the school to kill and didn't care if he died, while Dylan just wanted to die and didn't care if others died as well. Several lawsuits were filed against video game manufacturers across the United States, some of which were filed against id Software, but were dismissed by a US district judge, as there was no way the makers of violent video games could have reasonably foreseen that their products would cause the Columbine shooting.
Yeah, you can't predict nothing like that. If that's the case, then Edgar Allan Poe would Stephen King wouldn't make as many books as, like, I mean, he still would have, but like a lot of things would have happened because of his books. Think about it, there was a clown incident.
Shooting or any other acts of violence. And well, that's where the story of Columbine and its association with Doom ends.
It's really just anything for real, because you can't predict how anyone's human mind is going to work. You can't predict that you're going to make an interpretive piece of art to either entertain or frighten or scare someone or like give someone sadness. You're never going to expect that someone's going to, like, you know, really you never expect that. Never. I never would. As if I was a developer, I never would, or a director or anything.
Or does it? I found out that there's a group of Eric and Dylan fans called the Columbiners, and honestly, I do not even know if I should cringe or just disconnect myself from the internet forever. La neta del planeta, los Columbiners son unos imbéciles. ¿Qué más puedo decir?
I agree.
My friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and do not forget to leave a...
I did like your video. I did like your video. I was a sophomore in Columbine Happened Scared Me to Death. Was very angry when the media blamed the music and video games that I listened to and played. Yeah. About a year before Columbine, I created a Doom map of my own squad. I wasn't planning anything sinister. It was just a place I went to a lot, and it was a fun project. I deleted that thing so damn fast once the shooting hit the news. This guy needs to be put on that list. He needs to be put on that list. Motherfuckers arguing in comments. That's a nice video. I liked it. We can remove that from the playlist.